Hello parents of Practical Computer Comprehensive School, number 2 host Christian Abba. Hello pupils, boys and girls, I hope you're doing fine. I'm still Miss Emma Precious, reaching to you all the way from Practical Computer Comprehensive School, number 2 host Christian Abba. This class is for our basic one, and the subject we are taking now is English Studies. So boys and girls, if we remember from what we learned last week in our week 1 and 2, week 1 is revision, then week 2, we talked about words that modify uncountable nouns. We learned words that modify uncountable nouns, and we took some words that modify uncountable nouns like some, plenty of, and we said that uncountable nouns are those nouns that we cannot count on their own. Those nouns that we cannot count on their own or attach number to them, we call those nouns uncountable nouns. And we talked about some words that we can use to modify these uncountable nouns. Words like, those words we say they are what? Quantity words. Those words that we use to modify uncountable nouns, we call them what? Quantity words or phrases. We talked about where some of the quantity words we talked about. They include enough, a little bit, plenty of, some, no, and a whole lot that we talked about. Please, if you forgot to, please go back to that class and remind yourself of all we've learned. So today, let's see what we have for today for our week 3. Let's see what we have. I hope we are ready for this class. If we are ready, let's go. Okay, so today we will be taking comprehension. Comprehension is Auntie K prepares for her niece. Auntie K prepares for her niece. So boys and girls, by the end of this class today, you would be able to read the passage fluently. Yes, you read this passage to me, you record it, and you send it to me, and I'll listen and know if you got the words correctly. Okay? Now, also, you will be able to answer the questions that follow. You answer the questions that follow the what? Passage. Alright, boys and girls, I hope you're ready. Now, let's do this. Okay. Alright. So, the instruction says, read the passage below. Read the passage below. Alright. Let's begin. Listen carefully as I read. I will be pointing at the words as I'm reading. It is now your duty to pay attention and be conversant with the words of this comprehension. Okay? You have to be conversant with the word because after I am done reading, you are going to read to me. Your mom or your dad will record it and send it to me on WhatsApp or on the school website. Okay? So you pay attention and you read accordingly. Okay? Now I read. Auntie K prepares for her niece. Auntie K prepares for her niece. Okay. Julie has an auntie called Auntie K. She wrote to Auntie K and said, Auntie, we shall start our first term holiday next week. I had like to visit you with my friend Ngozi Mbanefo. She is warm and nice. Can we come together? Yes, of course. Auntie Kay wrote back, I will be very happy to have you too. A few days after, Auntie Kay sent her maid to the market to buy many things. She said to her, Iyabo, buy plenty of fish and some meat. Julie likes local rice, so buy some of the rice. The maid asked, Madam, what kind of meat should I buy? Auntie Kay answered, Oh yes, buy some mutton. In bracket here we have what? Sheep meat. The name for sheep meat is called what? Mutton. Alright. But plenty of beef. That's cow meat. Iyabo was also asked to buy plenty of bottled water. The water in the part of the town was not good for drinking. When the maid came back from the market, Auntie Kay smiled and said, Now I am ready to receive my niece and her warm friend. How was that? Should I read again? Okay, I'll read one more time. I'm going to read one more time. You pay close attention. Okay. Auntie Kay prepares for her niece. Auntie Kay prepares for her niece. Okay. Julie has an auntie called Auntie Kay. She wrote to Auntie Kay and said, Auntie, we should start our first term holiday next week. I had like to visit you with my friend Ngozi Mbanefo. She is warm and nice. Can we come together? Yes, of course, Auntie Kay wrote back. I will be very happy to have you too. A few days after, Auntie Kay sent her maid to the market to buy many things. She said to her, Iyabo, buy plenty of fish and some meat. Julie likes local rice, so buy some of the rice. The maid asked, Madam, what kind of meat should I buy? Auntie Kay answered, Oh yes, buy some mutton, that's sheep meat, but plenty of beef, cow meat. Iyabo was also asked to buy plenty of bottled water. The water in the part of town was not good for drinking. When the maid came back from the market, Auntie Kay smiled and said, Now I am ready to receive my niece and her warm friend. Alright, boys and girls, remember, you read, you record it, and you send me for me to listen. If you pronounce the words correctly, Any word you don't know how to pronounce, you go back to this video, you spell the word, then you pronounce. Okay, now let's see the questions. Let's see the questions. Here it says answer the questions that follow. Answer the questions that follow. All right, you would see these questions in your class activity. Okay, you will see these questions in your class activity, then you answer them there. Remember to send me your voice note of the passage. All right, okay, boys and girls, that will be it for today in our English studies. I believe we enjoyed it. Remember to read your book and do your class activity. I'll see you in our next class. I still remain Miss Emma Precious, reaching to you all the way from Practical Computer Comprehensive School. Remember, if your friend is not learning, you better tell him or her to come to Practical Computer Comprehensive School and be part of this. All right, boys and girls, see you in our next class. Bye.